A lot more evidence do we need? You know, he's just committed blasphemy. He's made himself to be God, as the King James Version says. Now, Rome, who is in power here with the laws even in Australia, and particularly in Australia, New Zealand and America today, are Roman statutes. And what we're going to bring up there.
You're talking about blasphemy.
Yeah. Yes. Rome, the Pope says when he's crowned with a triple mitre crown, that he's quite crowned, and then he pronounced, "Thou art the husband, thou art the physician, finally thou art another God on earth." That's blasphemy. Now that's this Roman power with a representative saying that he is God on earth. And you'll find within that Roman theology and belief, you'll find a Virgin Mary who gave birth to a son named Jesus Christ. Yeshua, the Messiah's mother, real name was Miriam. But you'll find that the Romans have taken the names of other gods and have brought it down to Jesus Christ, Lord, and Mary, and God. The word God is actually a Teutonic name of another sun god. The word God doesn't mean anything that's holy at all. It's quite the opposite. It's a blasphemous name. But this beast.
There's a modern church that professes that we are all gods because they refer to one line in the New Testament that says we are sons of God and therefore we are gods.
Yeah.
You know.
In the book of Daniel 7 and 8, you'll find that Babylon is depicted by an animal, Medo-Persia is depicted by an animal, Greece by an animal, and Rome is depicted by an animal, and these are beasts. And you'll find that one of them is a leopard with wings, one is a lion with wings, and etc. And so when you read Daniel 2, 7 and 8 with Revelation 13, you'll understand who is being depicted here and which beast is being depicted. And the beast I saw was like unto a leopard. So he's got some characteristics of the leopard, and you'll find it will be the leopard's gods, the gods of Greece. And his feet were as of the feet of a bear. The bear is another one of those beasts that are depicted in the book of Daniel, as you'll read it yourself later on. We don't have time to do that. I'm just trying to fill you in as best I can. The feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. The lion was a symbol of Babylon. And the dragon, who is the dragon? I'll tell you who the dragon is. Just for the saving of time, in the book of Revelation you may find it yourself. It says the dragon, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. Yeah, look it up there. Dragon in Revelation. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death. When Napoleon sent General Berthier into Rome, he kidnapped the Pope, ripped his ring of authority off his finger, and finalised the rule of the Roman Empire. And so at that point, Rome received a deadly wound. But then Martin Luther also, towards the, I'm not sure of the year, so I won't go into that. But he also, when he nailed that 95 Theses on the door of Wittenberg, struck a blow to the papacy, and it wounded the papacy. And I said to you before this morning that I've got a news article which says the uniting of Rome and Lutheranism is happening in a declaration that divided them. They're being united again on a doctrine that divided them some 500 years ago, and the wound is being healed between the two. The rift is healing. Did you find that in Revelation? Okay, so they worshipped the dragon, which had power, which gave power to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying he was like unto the beast, who was able to make war with him. And was given unto him a great mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. 42 months. The day and the year of Bible prophecy. You'll find there's a particular time period and in history something that's actually taken place in that time period. 1,260 days or 1,260 years was the time of papal supremacy. But I'll go to that another time if you get the opportunity. 42 months, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name. There we see the names being blasphemed as well as the God himself, and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all the kindreds and tongues and nations, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. We're talking about the Lamb slain. If any man has an ear, let him hear. In other words, if you have understanding, just listen to what I'm trying to tell you here. He that leads into captivity will go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. Now I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb. Now this power, this beast, comes up starting off like a lamb with 2 horns. The United States of America rose up on 2 principles. The religious liberty and what was the other one? There was 2 principles which were depicted by these horns. Civil and religious liberty. And this lamb-like creature which has, it starts off like a lamb, he enters, and he starts to speak like a dragon. Now, when George Bush said he who is not for us is against us, that's a Bible quote. That's actually a blasphemous quote because Yeshua said that to his disciples. And George W. Bush said he who is not for America is against us. And so he started to speak as a dragon and exercised all the power of the first beast before him, Rome. The United States of America is exercising the power of his first beast which was before him, whose deadly wound was healed. It was definitely Rome, which had received the wound by the sword, which is the Bible. The word is the sword, according to the scriptures. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Who was it who dropped something on Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
The US.
What came down from heaven down on the earth? It was 2 atomic bombs. They had power to do that in the sight of men, and to see that them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So the papacy is behind America today, and you'll find there's other organisations as well, but the papacy is right in there amongst them. When the Pope first landed on American soil years ago, probably 15, 20 years ago, he got off the plane and he kissed the earth. You remember that? He kissed America's soil. You know what that was symbolic of? We now own America. It's mine. The Declaration of Independence says America will be a land of the brave, a land of the free, a land without a pope and a land without a king. A land without a pope and a land without a king. When they let a pope land on their soil and kiss their soil, that was a depiction that the papacy had now control over American politics and religion and the whole works. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of men, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. You watch George Bush start promoting the papacy and the laws of Rome. You watch it coming. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So those of us who are going against this rubbish system, this pagan sun-god system, there's going to be a death decree. If we don't do what they tell us, if we don't follow their laws, you say that won't happen. It's happened in history before. History will repeat. And they will feel that they're doing our Creator a good service by putting us to death because we're the terrorists. We're the troublemakers. By the way, the miracles says and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of these miracles. What miracles has America done that he's deceived people of? That they've deceived people of? Just recently, 1960, something like that.